Okay, so everyone get ready to have your tiny minds blown because Heavy Metal Hamsters are back. And man, oh man, have they been busy.
Yeah, they really have. It's been pretty quiet on their end for a bit, but they've definitely been cooking up something special.
They have. And, that's kind of how they roll, right? Like,
Yeah.
these little dudes, they drop these huge bombshells of awesome and then disappear back into the studio. Like,
It's true. It's like they come out of nowhere, just unleash this wave of pure metal energy, and then vanish back to their sunflower seeds and whatever else tiny metal hamsters do in their downtime.
well, whatever they've been doing, it's clearly working because this new stuff is next level. And today, that's what we're going to dive into.
Absolutely. We've got some seriously cool stuff to unpack here. Brand new music, a brand new website, all sorts of insights into their creative process. It's a really exciting time to be a Hammer warrior.
You said it. So for everyone following along at home, you know the deal. We've been digging deep into all the latest intel on Heavy Metal Hamsters, and we've got quite the treasure trove to work with.
Right, we've got info from Squeak Metal himself, the lead singer, and some YouTube transcripts of their music videos and that behind-the-scenes making of video. Plus, we've got those amazing descriptions of the band members that really bring their personalities to life.
All right, so buckle up, folks, because we're about to go full speed ahead into the world of Heavy Metal Hamsters.
Let's do it.
First things first, we got to talk about this new track that's got everyone buzzing. It's a full-on thrash anthem inspired by Doom, the video game.
Oh, yeah, that's the one everyone's talking about, and for good reason. I mean, come on, Heavy Metal Hamsters going full thrash metal with a song inspired by Doom.
It's like the most epic crossover event in hamster history.
Yeah.
And for anyone who's not familiar with thrash metal, we're talking fast, aggressive, in-your-face metal. Think Slayer, Metallica, early Megadeth, that kind of energy.
Exactly. It's all about speed and intensity, and it's honestly the perfect fit for Doom. Like, if you could distill the essence of that game into a music genre, it would be thrash metal, hands down.
No doubt. And the title they're going with, Rip and Tear Forever, I mean, that's just perfect, right? Like, it's instantly catchy. It's got that Doom energy. It's got that Heavy Metal Hamsters edge. It's just brilliant.
Totally agree. It's like they took the most iconic phrase from Doom and turned it into a metal war cry.
Okay, so let's talk about the song itself. The way they've described the structure, it sounds absolutely insane. We're talking a full-on sonic assault, starting with this, like, hellish soundscape.
Yeah. And it's not just your typical metal intro either. They're
Yeah.
talking about incorporating these demonic growls and some eerie synths, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's almost like they're going for this kind of unsettling atmosphere, right? Like they're pulling you into the world of Doom before they hit you with the full-on metal onslaught.
That's a great point. It's like they're building tension and setting the scene before they unleash the chaos. And knowing Heavy Metal Hamsters, they're probably going to find a way to make it sound both terrifying and adorable at the same time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like their signature move. And then after that initial build-up, boom, they slam you with this explosive thrash riff, like guitars just erupting out of the speakers, pure sonic mayhem.
And what's really cool is how they're weaving the actual Doom narrative into the song. Like the first verse is going to be this rapid fire story about hell breaking loose and the lone marine fighting his way through the hordes of demons.
Yeah, it's like they're taking you on a sonic journey through the game, which is so creative, and I can only imagine how wild the Hammer Warriors are going to go when they hear this live. Like a mosh pit of tiny furry bodies just going absolutely nuts.
Oh, dude, it's going to be insane. And then you hit the chorus, and it's just pure anthemic glory. A massive rip and tear chant. Like, you can already picture the entire crowd screaming along, fists pumping in the air.
It's going to be epic. And then we get to the bridge, and this is where things get really heavy. They're talking about this massive breakdown with this huge sludgy riff and, quote, BFG-style devastation.
Yeah, the BFG breakdown. I mean, that's just genius, right? Like, the BFG is the ultimate weapon of destruction in Doom, and they're translating that into musical form.
Yeah.
It's like they're going to drop a sonic bomb on the audience and then just let the wreckage settle.
Exactly. And I'm here for every second of it.
Yeah.
And they're not holding back on the Doom references either.
Yeah.
We're talking rip and tear. The super shotgun, the cyber demon, the icon of sin. It's like a checklist of all the most iconic elements of the game.
And they're even throwing in a couple of nods to Quake, which is another classic game from the same developers. Like, there's a mention of the Soul Cube and quad damage. It's like they're paying homage to this whole era of gaming that so many people love.
Yeah, it's those little details that really show how much thought they put into their music. And the speed they're going for 200 beats per minute. That's insanely fast.
Yeah.
Even for humans, that's pushing it, but for hamsters.
Right. It's mind-blowing. And that just adds to the whole intensity of the song. Like, it's just this nonstop barrage of sound hitting you from all sides.
Pure sonic chaos in the best possible way. And we got to talk about the lyrical themes here, because this is where things get really interesting. We're talking pure, unadulterated mayhem, fast-paced, violent hell-raising. It's like the perfect soundtrack to blasting demons into oblivion.
Totally agree. It's all about capturing that raw aggression and energy of Doom, and I love that they're considering different vocal styles, too. Like, they were debating between going for full-on, brutal, screamed vocals or a more classic thrash metal power singing approach.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Both options sound incredible coming from a hamster. And it really shows how much they're thinking about the overall sound and feel of the song. Like, do they want to lean into the extreme side of metal, or do they want to keep it a bit more traditional?
It's a cool dilemma to have, and it also shows how much they care about the source material. Like, they're not just slapping a Doom label on a random metal song. They're really trying to capture the essence of the game in their music.
Right, and that extends to the lyrical focus, too. Like, do they want to tell the story of a Doom playthrough, or do they want to just focus on the pure action and carnage? Again, it's all about making those creative choices that best reflect the game.
Yeah, it's like they're asking themselves, how do we turn Doom into a Heavy Metal Hamster song in the most authentic way possible? And I think that's really cool. It shows a level of respect for the source material that you don't always see.
And they even got into the weeds with the specifics. Like,
Yeah.
they were debating whether to include direct shout-outs to things like John Romero's Head or Nightmare Mode, or whether to keep the references more metaphorical.
Yeah, I love that they were even thinking about that level of detail. It just shows how much they're invested in the whole Doom universe.
Total nerds in the best possible way.
Uh.
But let's get to the good stuff. Some actual lyrics for Rip and Tear Forever. And I got to warn you folks, even just reading these words, you can feel the energy.
Oh yeah, buckle up.
Okay, so here's a taste. Fire rains down skies, painted in red, demons rise up, but they're already dead. I mean, come on, that's just pure thrash metal gold right there.
It's so good, and it just keeps going. Super shotgun rips straight through your spine. Icon of sin, whisper my name. One shot to the brain, delete your game. It's like they took all the best parts of Doom and crammed them into a lyrical blender.
It's brutal, it's epic, it's everything you want from a Heavy Metal Hamsters song.
Yeah.
And the instruments are just as wild. They're talking relentless drumming with double bass and blast beats, razor-sharp guitars playing galloping riffs, and harmonized solos in the style of Slayer. And holding it all together, we've got these driving, galloping bass lines.
It's like a sonic hurricane, just this wall of sound hitting you from all directions.
The overall vibe they're going for is basically a war cry from hell built for mosh pits and serious headbanging, which is exactly what you want from an HMH Doom song.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's
Yeah.
going to be legendary.
But Doom isn't the only source of inspiration for these little guys. They've also got a track called Brothers We Carry On, and this one's inspired by The Hobbit.
Yeah, that one's really interesting because it shows a completely different side of their musical personality. Like, where Rip and Tear Forever is all about aggression and destruction, Brothers We Carry On is about camaraderie, resilience, standing together in the face of adversity.
It's a huge shift in theme, but it totally works.
Mm.
And it shows how much range they have as musicians. Like, they can go from blasting demons to epic fantasy adventures without missing a beat.
And it also speaks to the power of metal as a genre, right? Like, metal can be so much more than just loud and aggressive. It can be about brotherhood, it can be about hope, it can be about overcoming challenges. It's a really versatile genre, and Heavy Metal Hamsters are definitely proving that.
Totally agree. And the lyrics for Brothers We Carry On are really powerful. They talk about standing together when things get tough, about rising stronger, about the bonds of brotherhood. It's a message that really resonates with people.
Yeah, it's a message that's timeless and universal. It doesn't matter if you're a hamster or a human. We all face challenges in life, and we all need someone to lean on.
Exactly. And it's so cool how Heavy Metal Hamsters can take these seemingly different sources of inspiration, like a brutal video game and a classic fantasy novel, and filter them through their own unique metal sound.
Right, it's like they're finding these common threads, these universal themes, and expressing them through the power of metal. It's really impressive.
And then we have Neon Knights Iron Bites, which is a complete 180 from both of those songs. This one's all about old school 80s metal. Think big hair soaring guitar solos and an energy that just makes you want to headbang all night long.
Yeah, this one's like a love letter to the golden age of metal, and the lyrics are fantastic. They talk about electric guitars wailing midnight rides, the sharp crack of a snare drum, and that feeling of chasing your dreams under the glow of neon lights.
It's pure 80s metal nostalgia, and it sounds so good. It's amazing how they can so seamlessly move between these different styles and genres. Like, they can go from thrash metal to epic fantasy to 80s metal revival, and it all sounds authentic.
It's a testament to their versatility as musicians and their deep understanding of metal as a genre. Like, they're not just imitating these different styles, they're really capturing the essence of what makes each one special.
Absolutely. And I love that they're still putting their own unique spin on it. Like, even though Neon Knight's Iron Bites is a tribute to 80s metal, they're still making it their own. They're adding that Heavy Metal Hamsters flavor to it.
That's what makes them so great. They can pay homage to the classics while still staying true to themselves.
And speaking of staying true to themselves, we got to talk about the biggest news of all Heavy Metal Hamsters. Finally have an official website.
It's finally here. I know the Hammer Warriors have been waiting for this, and it's everything you could hope for and more.
It really is. It's like a one-stop shop for all things Heavy Metal Hamsters, and it gives you such a deeper look into their world and their story.
And I think the timing is perfect too, because it kind of explains why they've been a little quiet lately. Like, apparently these guys have real human jobs outside of being rock star hamsters.
I know, right? Can you imagine? Like, you picture them living this glamorous rock and roll lifestyle, but they're out there working 9 to 5 just like the rest of us.
It makes them so much more relatable, and it just shows how much they love music. Like, they're not doing this for the fame or the fortune. They're doing it because it's their passion.
Exactly, and that passion really shines through on their website. Like, they've got a whole section dedicated to the epic legend of HMH, and it's hilarious. It's got explosions, pet store escapes, electrified blue fur, a sunflower seed romance. So it's like pure HMH madness.
It's so them, and it's so much fun to read. And then they've got these individual profiles for each band member, and they're full of these little shocking secrets, like Chomper's married.
Chomper's married. I did not see that coming.
Right, who knew? And
Yeah.
Thunderpaws is apparently the furry Elvis Presley.
Oh my God. I need to see pictures of that immediately.
It's incredible. And of course, the website has all their merch links to their latest videos. It's everything a Hammer Warrior could possibly need.
And it's clear that they made this website with their fans in mind. Like, they specifically mentioned that in the announcement. They really appreciate their Hammer Warriors, and they wanted to create something special for them.
And they succeeded big time. The website is fantastic, and for anyone who wants to check it out, the address is heavymetalhamsters.com.
Go there now, folks. You won't regret it. And while you're there, be sure to take note of their motto, born small, lived loud, played heavy. I mean, that just perfectly encapsulates the spirit of Heavy Metal Hamsters.
It's so simple, yet so powerful. It speaks to their underdog status, their love of metal, and their determination to make their voices heard no matter their size.
It's inspiring, honestly. And we can't forget about their incredible creativity outside of their music. So we got a glimpse into their take on The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, and it sounds hilarious.
Oh yeah, the HMH hamster edition of The Hobbit. It's like they took this classic fantasy story and reimagined it with hamsters as the main characters. It's pure genius.
And from the transcript snippets we have, it sounds like they really captured the humor and the spirit of the movie. Like, they've got these hamsters going on this epic adventure, facing down giant spiders, outsmarting goblins. It's amazing.
It shows how much they love playing with different ideas and different genres.
Right.
Like, they're not afraid to take something unexpected and make it their own.
And it all comes back to that core principle of having fun, right? Like, at the end of the day, Heavy Metal Hamsters are all about making music that they love and sharing it with the world.
And making people laugh along the way.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so before we wrap things up, we got to talk about the band members themselves, because each one of these little dudes is a legend in their own right.
Absolutely. So we've got Squeak Metal, the vocalist. He's described as having this light brown tousled fur, a black leather vest with silver studs, and a tiny spiked collar. He's like the ultimate metal frontman in hamster form.
I can picture him now just shredding those high notes with his little heart out. And then we have Shredder McCheese, the lead guitarist. He's got electric blue fur, tiny sunglasses, a tiny studded collar, and a miniature red Flying V guitar with flames painted on it.
He's the epitome of rock and roll attitude. And then we have Chomper McRock on bass. He's the cool and collected one with sleek black fur, a black bandana, white frame sunglasses, and a tiny dark wood bass guitar.
Just laying down those heavy grooves with a stoic expression on his little face. And of course, we can't forget Thunderpaws the drummer. He's got brown and white fur, a black bandana, red and white sweatbands, tiny drumsticks, and a yellow drum set with the HMH logo proudly displayed.
He's the engine of the band, just pounding away on those drums with relentless energy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Sky, who adds this whole other dimension to the band. She's got lustrous golden fur, long straight blonde hair with a bold purple streak, a thin frame, and an edgy black leather-fitted bodysuit.
She's the wild card, the one who keeps everyone on their toes, and together they make up the most awesome metal band in the history of the world.
I think you might be a little biased, but I can't say I disagree.
So to sum it all up, It's an incredible time to be a fan of Heavy Metal Hamsters. They've got this brutal new doom-inspired track that's going to blow everyone away.
Right.
They've got songs inspired by The Hobbit and 80s metal showing their incredible versatility and range. They've got an awesome new website that's a must-visit for any hammer wearer.
Yeah.
And they're just continuing to push the boundaries of what's possible in the world of hamster metal.
It's amazing to see how far they've come and how much they've accomplished, and it's even more exciting to think about where they'll go next.
Exactly. So the big question I have for you and for everyone listening is this. Given their ability to blend metal with pretty much anything from video games to fantasy novels to 80s hair metal, what do you think they'll tackle next? Could we see a Heavy Metal Hamsters take on Shakespeare? Or a hamster metal opera based on the works of Jane Austen?
Oh man, the possibilities are endless. Honestly, I wouldn't put anything past them at this point.
Me neither. So keep those tiny metal brains churning, folks, and let us know your wildest predictions for what Heavy Metal Hamsters will do next. In the meantime, head over to their new website, heavymetalhamsters.com, and get your fill of all things HMHE. And as always, remember their motto, born small, lived loud, played heavy. That's Heavy Metal Hamsters for you folks. Until next time, keep on shredding.
Keep on shredding!